Good morning, America, for our viewers in the West. An air traffic blackout at one of America's busiest airports, the Cardinals' oath of secrecy, and the stars on the blue carpet right here in New York. Growing alarm. New details on the communications blackout at Newark. Air traffic controllers lose contact with flights for as long as 90 seconds.
I just got told that the approach lost all the radars.
Lawmakers now calling for an investigation when travelers could see relief from massive delays. Plus, what the Army is now saying about training flights after 2 passenger jets had to abort landings because of this Black Hawk helicopter.
Choosing the next pope, the Cardinals taking an oath of secrecy, and the final general congregation this morning before the conclave. How this ancient process is kept under lock and key.
$1,000 and a plane ticket. President Trump's new offer to undocumented immigrants as he tries to incentivize them to self-deport.
Jury selection underway in the high-profile Sean Diddy Combs trial. The warning to potential jurors.
Gate crasher. Police swarming actress Jennifer Aniston's home after a man drove through her gates while she was there. What we're learning this morning.
ABC News investigation. The urgent FBI warning about a growing and shadowy online network called 764, targeting children on social media and gaming platforms.
They continue to build that trust to the point where they have power and the ability to blackmail the child, basically.
Parents speak out. What authorities want families to know.
Hanging on by a thread.
I'm just hanging on over the bridge. I don't want to die.
A jackknife big rig dangling over the edge of an overpass.
Can you guys please help me?
How first responders saved the driver inside.
And you can't rain on Rihanna's parade. The big reveal overnight. Baby number 3 is on the way. As the star stepped out. Lupita, Kiki, Zendaya, and the Met Gala showstopper, Diana Ross. Plus, Denver.
Gordon got it!
Pulling out a last-second win. And the Knicks.
Bridges 3, bullseye!
With a show-stopping comeback.
Live from Times Square, it's Tuesday. Good morning, America.
Boy, a lot happened while we were sleeping.
Yeah. Exactly right. I mean, there was a Met, there were the games. A lot was happening when we were asleep.
Hope you guys are doing well this morning.
Yeah, that New York-Boston rivalry does not disappoint either, so more on that. A lot to cover this morning. We do begin, though, with the new details about the incident that started the travel chaos at Newark Airport.
We knew there was an equipment outage, but now we're learning the air traffic control system went down for as long as 90 seconds, with controllers losing contact with planes in the air. Matt Rivers is at Newark Airport for us this morning. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning, Robin. Unfortunately, we are set for another day full of delays and cancellations here at Newark. And this morning, we are learning more concerning new details about what's led to this travel nightmare. This morning, terrifying new developments at Newark's Liberty Airport. ABC News learning air traffic controllers lost radar and communications with planes packed with passengers for 60 to 90 seconds.
They lost 3 radar scopes went black. They lost all the radios at approach.
A system-wide outage last Monday at a Philadelphia facility that manages the airspace around Newark Airport caused controllers to lose the ability to see, hear, or talk to all arriving and departing aircraft at one of the busiest airports in the country. Pilots can be heard learning of the outage over the radio.
I just got told that the approach lost all the radars. 3 of their 4 radar screens went black, and they have no frequencies.
The union representing the controllers releasing a statement saying the controllers then took time off due to, quote, a traumatic event as allowed by federal law.
Pilots can fly the instruments in their cockpit to a safe landing. They also have gear within the cockpit that allows them to know if they're getting close to another airplane. But having no radar, no communication with ATC is an extraordinary event, and it's very dangerous.
It could be weeks before travelers see relief, as the airline industry grapples with an ongoing air traffic controller shortage.
It's going to get worse before it gets better. It's going to take probably 2-3 years before it starts getting better.
The staffing shortages, along with runway construction and bad weather, combining into a perfect storm of travel headaches for some of the tens of millions of passengers who use the airport each year.
Nobody knows what's next and if my flight's getting delayed more.
Now, these air traffic controllers could be off the job for up to 45 days. Meanwhile, United now offering passengers a waiver to change their flights in and out of Newark without fees or fare differences, Robin.
Well, that's good for them.
We're going to go overseas now to the Vatican. The conclave to pick a new pope officially begins tomorrow behind the closed doors of the Sistine Chapel. All 133 voting cardinals have now arrived in Rome. Senior national correspondent Terry Moran is on the scene in Vatican City. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning, George. Those 133 cardinals who will be voting in this conclave have all arrived, and they're enjoying their last few hours of freedom around the city of Rome, because by tomorrow morning, they will be sequestered inside the Vatican, and they will remain in seclusion until they have chosen, by voting, the next pope. This morning, the clock is ticking down to the papal conclave as workers finish the final preparations here in Vatican City. The cardinals made their way across St. Peter's Square and through scrums of reporters to their final general meeting before they gather tomorrow in the Sistine Chapel to choose a successor to Pope Francis. We caught up with Cardinal William Goh of Singapore, considered a very long shot to become Pope himself.
What is the biggest challenge you feel right now for the church?
Biggest challenge? Well, everything is important for the church. Yeah. It's just like a wheel. You need all the spokes, you know. The center is Christ, but in all these spokes.
From this afternoon on, strict secrecy is the rule. Even Vatican staff have taken a solemn oath to observe absolute secrecy in perpetuity. The cardinals themselves and the Vatican staff, cleaners, cooks, even elevator operators, all face automatic excommunication if they break that oath. And with the eyes of the world on the Sistine Chapel, the ancient process of choosing a pope must now contend with the digital age. At the last papal conclave in 2013, jamming devices were reportedly installed in the chapel to prevent cell phones from sending messages to the outside world. And privacy film was placed on windows to prevent drones from spying on the meetings. Once the cardinals get settled in their seclusion inside the Vatican, they'll be cut off from all communication with the outside world. They'll have no cell phones, no TV, no internet, no messengers or communications of any kind. They will only have each other and their prayers. George?
Okay, Terry, thanks very much. Starting tomorrow, ABC News will have live coverage of the conclave. Whip.
George, now to Sean Diddy Combs, due back in court for day 2 of jury selection in his sex trafficking and racketeering case. We're getting a look this morning at some of the questions jurors are being asked. Chief Investigative Correspondent Aaron Katersky is right there at the courthouse for us. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. No juror has been seated here so far, and jury selection has made Sean Combs a little bit nervous. This morning, day 2 of jury selection in the racketeering and sex trafficking trial of Sean Combs, seen in court with graying hair. Federal prosecutors are trying to prove Combs used his power, wealth, and fame to force women into drug-fueled orgies he called freak-offs and then threaten them into silence.
The jury questionnaire warning potential jurors there may be evidence of sexually explicit videos, photographs, and language. Many prospective jurors said they had heard of the case and this potentially damning evidence. Video first obtained by CNN showing Combs knocking then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura to the floor of a Los Angeles hotel in 2016 and kicking and dragging her. It was upsetting to watch, one woman told the judge, but I don't know the full story, so I can listen to the facts.
Many prospective jurors said they recognized the names of other celebrities that might come up at trial.
Several potential jurors knew of Combs' cultural significance. The woman said she remembered him from Making the Band. A man said he liked to listen to hip-hop in the 1990s.
Can't nobody hold me down.
When Combs became a chart-topping artist. To remain in the jury pool, all had to say they could be fair. The judge tried to keep things moving, so when the defense asked for a bathroom break, Combs apologized, saying, "Sorry, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous today."
Once the judge whittles the pool to 45 prospective jurors, that's when lawyers will begin deciding which ones to strike. And opening statements, Whit, begin here on Monday. Whit.
And we know you'll be there. Aaron Katersky, thank you. You can stay up on all of the details, all the news from the Diddy trial with our new podcast, Bad Rap, the case against Diddy. You can find that wherever you get your podcasts. George?
Okay, Whit, we're going to the latest now on President Trump. The administration now offering $1,000 to migrants who choose to self-deport from the U.S. Senior political correspondent Rachel Scott is at the White House. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning to you. And this is a new layer in the president's mass deportation plans, now offering undocumented migrants $1,000 and a plane ticket outside of the United States if they agree to leave the country voluntarily. Now, this would be taxpayer dollars, but the administration does insist that it would save money and ultimately cost less than what DHS estimates is $17,000 that it takes to arrest, detain, and deport undocumented migrants. So far, the administration has deported around 150,000 people in President Trump's second term, but that's far less than the millions that he promised on the campaign trail. The president blaming immigration hearings and judges for what he says is slowing down the process. The administration also insisting that this program could open the door for these undocumented migrants to enter the country legally at some point, but it's unclear when or how that would happen, George.
Okay, Rachel. In the meantime, we have the new Canadian Prime Minister who was basically elected by resisting President Trump coming in for his first meeting.
Exactly, George. The Canadian Prime Minister, Mark Carney, won his election last week in a race that was dominated by President Trump's rhetoric, his ongoing push to try to make Canada a 51st state, and also the impact of his trade war. 25% tariffs still imposed on many Canadian goods. Carney, for his part, has promised to confront President Trump head on and get the very best deal for Canada. He has warned that relationships with the United States are at a low point. The president continues to insist that he will be making many trade deals. So far, none have been announced, and it comes as companies from Ford to Mattel, the maker of Barbie, are warning that they could be very hit hard by the president's ongoing trade war.
Yeah, that is really topic number one. Okay, Rachel, thanks very much. Robin?
And George, now to a boat that capsized in the waters off Southern California, believed to be smuggling migrants. At least 3 people were killed. Trevor Ault joins us with the latest now. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Robin. The Coast Guard has said these potential migrants were all crammed onto this small boat, and you will see the moment it overturned not far from shore in this deadly incident.
Tragedy off the California coast. Overnight, the Coast Guard suspending the search for the missing after a wave flipped a suspected human smuggling boat, more than a dozen people on board.
Possibly 5 to 8 patients, all appear to be CPR status.
Dan Connor capturing the incident on his phone while walking his dog.
The power of the water with the boat really just shook me.
The incident reported around 6:30 Monday morning near San Diego. Officials say 3 people were killed, 4 more rushed to the hospital.
This was a mass casualty incident. We had multiple people on the beach.
The vessel that flipped is a panga boat, designed for fishing but commonly used by smugglers. The Coast Guard saying they encounter about 350 migrants a month in these same waters off San Diego. Matt Gutman riding along as they practice these encounters.
The operators of the vessels have very little regard for their safety, for the safety of the individuals that are on board their vessels.
And the Coast Guard says smuggling operations in the San Diego area have increased 400% since 2018. Authorities are now trying to figure out exactly where this boat came from and who was on board with.
All right, Trevor Ault, thank you. We do turn now to the drugstore chain Rite Aid filing for bankruptcy just 7 months after emerging from an initial Chapter 11 filing. Rhiannon Alley has the latest. Rhiannon, good morning.
Hey, good morning to you, Whit. So the good news is Rite Aid does plan to keep its stores open as it tries to sell off its assets. So there is no need to transfer your prescriptions right now if that's your go-to pharmacy. Rite Aid is the 3rd largest standalone pharmacy chain in the U.S. It has about 1,240 stores remaining, but that is roughly half the number it had just 2 years ago. But it's not the only pharmacy chain that is struggling. CVS and Walgreens have also closed stores in recent years. All 3 chains have struggled to keep up with Amazon, Target, and other retailers. Now, on Monday, Rite Aid said it did secure nearly $2 billion in new financing to keep it operational during its bankruptcy. So as I mentioned, the full pharmacy services will remain open, at least for now, guys.
At least for now. You got it. Rhiannon, thank you so much for coming in. Appreciate it. Now to the incredible rescue of a truck driver whose rig was left dangling off an overpass, and it was all caught on camera. Eva Pilgrim is here with that story for us. Eva.
Robin, this was an incredibly dangerous rescue operation at a busy intersection of 3 interstates. Firefighters above and below that dangling semi trying to keep it from falling while also rushing carefully to get the driver out.
I'm just hanging out over the bridge. I don't want to die.
Terrifying moments.
Guys, please help me. I'm about to fall down from the bridge.
You're at 136 on 65. You're right past the bridge.
The cab of a tractor trailer dangling over the edge of an overpass. The driver still inside.
Did your truck like jackknife and then like you hit the guardrail and it went over?
I don't know what happened. It took me a second to realize. Please, if I don't survive, can you just leave the recording to my family too?
The driver frantically calling for help after losing control of his big rig on I-65 in Louisville. The accident happening Sunday afternoon. Responders rushing to the scene to get him out.
If you can imagine, when you're on an interstate, it's a highly, highly dangerous position to set up any type of operation.
You can see the jackknife tractor, the front cab balancing, hanging on the rail. The crew using a rope and harness to carefully lower down into the cab of the truck to get the driver out, lifting him out to safety.
The men and women of Louisville Fire are second to none, and they did an amazing job.
And that driver was taken to the hospital to be checked out, but officials say he didn't appear to be seriously injured. And you guys all reacted when you heard him talking about his family on that call. His family is going to get to see him again.
Oh, that's what matters the most.
Amazing work by those rescuers.
Really yeah. Thank you, Eva. Coming up on GMA, the latest on Jennifer Aniston. Lara is here. What happened at her home?
Robin, good morning. Police swarmed Jennifer Aniston's home after a man drove through her gates while she was there. We'll tell you all about the scare and how security jumped into action.
Plus, the urgent warning about a criminal network targeting kids online, building trust before blackmailing them. We're going to tell you what the FBI wants parents to know about the shadowy network called 764. That's an ABC News investigation.
And breaking at 8, the Real ID deadline is just hours away. We'll tell you what you can do if you don't have one just yet. Coming up, Zendaya, Rihanna, Diana Ross, Deborah Roberts, the list goes on. Yes, behind the show-stopping looks on fashion's biggest night. Stay with us.
Beautiful indeed, Rihanna. Having her moment on the blue carpet overnight, revealing baby bump number 3. Number 3 there at the Met Gala. Deb Roberts, can we just say how stunning Deb looked
Amazing.
as well?
Yes.
She was
Incredible.
there. She's going to have all the details just ahead on fashion's biggest night.
That is coming up. First new at 7:30. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is warning of an intensive escalation of the war in Gaza after his cabinet approved a new plan for more troops to seize and hold territory. The plan would likely force hundreds of thousands of Palestinians into southern Gaza, where there is already a humanitarian crisis. Also, students clashing with police at pro-Palestinian protests overnight at the University of Washington. A university spokesperson tells us about 30 individuals who occupied the building were arrested, some charged with trespassing, property destruction, and disorderly conduct, and conspiracy to commit all 3.
And an update for American swimmer Gary Hall Jr. After his original medals were destroyed in the wildfires that swept through Los Angeles, he now has received replicas of the 10 Olympic medals he won. Hall won 5 gold, 3 silver, 2 bronze medals at the Olympics in 1996, 2000, 2004. Just another example of so many in Southern California rising from the ashes, still and recovering.
That's right. We got to keep that in mind, don't we, Whit? Now a scare for Jennifer Aniston. A car crashing through the gate of her home while she was there at the property. Lara's here with more on that. Good morning, Lara.
Good morning to you, Robin. So this was a close call, and what a scare for Jennifer Aniston. Thankfully, though, there was security on property at the time. They jumped into action, and they were able to restrain the man until the LAPD arrived on the scene. Now police are saying, though, the incident does not appear to have been an accident.
This morning, a frightening scene at the home of Hollywood royalty.
The gate is possibly bent when we come around.
Police swarming actress Jennifer Aniston's home after a man reportedly crashed through her front gate.
And I am not moving.
The Friends actress was home when the suspect was stopped by private security at the gate and held until police arrived.
The suspect in a white is on the ground out of the vehicle. The suspect that drove the vehicle through the front gate.
Authorities say this was no accident, charging the man with felony vandalism.
This is a perfect example where you cannot take anything for granted. It could be a quiet Monday afternoon or a quiet Monday night. Everything's fine. And in a split second, everything can turn from good to really, really bad.
Law enforcement sources telling ABC News this is an example of why high-profile celebrities need to take security seriously, saying if armed security hadn't been there, they're not sure how this would have ended.
Many celebrities do not want security around their home because that's their time away from the public, and they think nothing's going to happen. This is an example where anything can happen anytime, and it's a lot better to be ready, especially with a good protective team.
So scary. Aniston's representatives declined to comment. According to police sources, though, a suspect has a minor criminal history, not actively being investigated for anything involving Aniston before this incident, but they're looking into it. And guys, what a scare for her.
It really was. Yeah, I'm glad she had the protection around her.
Yes, absolutely.
Key.
Yep.
Thanks, Lara. We're going to turn now to an FBI warning about a criminal network targeting kids at home. ABC News joined with some of our owned and affiliate stations across the country to investigate the threat. Chief Justice Correspondent Pierre Thomas is here with what they found. Good morning, Pierre.
George, good morning. The FBI is warning that this new network has a potential national security implication, but also in case after case, directly reaching into American homes, targeting teens and their families. Its name, 764.
Hello. I have placed 2 explosives inside of Rockville High School, okay? And if they fail to detonate, I'm just going to shoot every kid I see, okay?
This call was a hoax, but part of a series of nightmare threats terrorizing Vernon, Connecticut. Investigators determining the threats came from overseas, but with the help of a teenage girl living right in town.
He was doing these threats with her knowledge and with some of her input.
Both of them involved in a shadowy online global network called 764, which wants governments toppled and the world in chaos, but which also targets kids on social media and gaming platforms, befriending them before demanding violent and sexual content from them.
They will encourage them sometimes to commit suicide. They will encourage them to do cutting. They will encourage them to harm their pets.
They're using basically psychological warfare on children.
That's right. They gain the trust, and then they continue to build that trust to the point where they have power and the ability to blackmail the child, basically.
The girl thought the hoaxer was her boyfriend, and he convinced her to share pornography and create 764-related content, like this Barbie doll with the group's name written on its forehead.
It was very difficult to process. I wanted to scream, "Not my child."
ABC News agreed to alter the faces and voices of the parents of the teenage girl.
Before it started, she was a child who was on the honor roll. She had a lot of friends, and then slowly that started to change.
When the girl began to resist demands, her family says extortion and threats against her ramped up.
Do we consider her a victim or a participant? Depending on who you ask, the answer may be different.
So you sometimes have victims who then become subjects themselves because they start to go out and perpetrate acts on behalf of the individual who victimized them.
The FBI tells ABC News in an exclusive interview that it has more than 250 open investigations tied to the 764 network, reaching all 55 field offices across the nation. Nearly a dozen others have already been charged, including a young Arkansas man seen here being arrested on unrelated charges.
Man, this guy's got some weird stuff in his car, bro.
But now pleading guilty to plotting to murder a 14-year-old girl in a separate case when she stopped complying with his demands. Back in Connecticut, the parents of that teenage girl hoping that what happened to her family can be a cautionary tale for others.
If we can help just one family, then it's worth it.
Boy, Pierre, this is such a chilling story right there. So is this name 764 a clue to their motivations?
Well, the origins are in Texas. A 15-year-old boy who lives in an area code with a zip code that begins with 764 helped launch the network. And George, this group is about pain. This group is about terror. It's about bringing about harm to people. There does not seem to be any kind of financial motive that we can see.
And Pierre, interesting what you asked about whether they're victims or participants. This young girl you profiled here, where is she now? How is she doing?
Well, she was arrested and she's making her way through the judicial process. She's cooperating with police. Her parents hope that through the cooperation she can get her life back and not have her future destroyed. She's in therapy, making her way back, but not fully back.
So what does law enforcement, what do they want parents to know?
At the end of the day, you have to engage with your children. Keep communicating with them. Know what platforms they're using. And if you see anything suspicious, report it to police.
Boy, this is such an important report. Thank you, Pierre, and your team so very, very much. Back now with fashion's biggest night out, Rihanna. Stunning fans once again with a big reveal as the stars shined at the gala. including Zendaya. Loved her look. Oh, and how about Diana Ross, that entrance that she made? Deborah Roberts, we're gonna brag on you in just a moment. But first, tell us about having a front row seat.
I have to tell you, it was something magical. It really was. And what a night it was. Men, women, all dressed to their superfine perfection. And many say that while this was fun to be in the glitz and glamour, this gala wasn't so much about the glam as it was about being seen, paying tribute to their ancestors.
A night of surprises at fashion's biggest night. The Met Gala queen Rihanna shutting down the carpet with a special guest, her baby bump. The singer announcing she's expecting her third child with longtime partner and one of the event's co-chairs, A$AP Rocky.
I feel a lot better that I don't have to suck my stomach in.
The moment capping off the annual event, which brought out a bevy of A-listers, all tailored to perfection.
This is who I am at my core.
I feel like a kid. I feel like a kid again.
This year's theme, celebrating Black dandyism, a centuries-old tradition of self-expression through fashion.
Tonight, dandyism, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot for me because it represents all of us. It's like the idea of dandyism, I think it's a revolution.
You know what it really means? It means you see us, and we see you too.
It's about, knowing that the world can be in a difficult place, but you can still show up as your best self and know that nobody can take your beauty and your value away.
And the looks did not disappoint. One of the event's co-chairs, Coleman Domingo, paying homage to the late fashion legend Andre Leon Talley in a glittering blue Valentino cape. Perennial favorite Zendaya opting for a sleek, custom Louis Vuitton look, channeling a look that might have been a throwback to Diana Ross's classic 1975 film, Mahogany. And making a grand entrance, the legend herself, who needed a little help getting up those iconic steps with her massive 18-foot feathered train, the names of children and grandchildren embroidered throughout.
Oh my gosh, and it's taking like 10 guys to carry her train up the stairs.
Daughter Tracy Ellis Ross approving.
She came up, she stopped the carpet with that train.
Stops time. And it looks like she has stopped time. Because, what is happening?
Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Ain't no river wide enough to keep me from you.
The event hitting high notes throughout.
No way. It's like a family. It's like a family reunion, it seems.
That's what it is. Oh my goodness, we're being blessed, y'all. Do you feel it?
A time was had, as Robin likes to say. Cynthia Erivo, particularly emotional on the carpet. While she's British, she said there was something deeply moving about this moment in America, highlighting all of our rich culture and history. And that was a theme, guys, that I heard so often throughout the night, paying homage to.
And you did a terrific job. I mean, I know you had fun, but you also, just the questions that you asked them and just the comfort that they had with you. And to brag on you, you had a custom Mark Ingram outfit. You made varieties.
I had no idea. Oh my gosh.
Best dress variety.
I had no idea. I was too busy trying to sip a little water and not faint. But it was so much fun just sort of being on that carpet and seeing those legends. So great.
And survived the rain too.
And survived the rain with my rain gear.
Amazing.
Takes a village. So you're going to come back in the next hour,
We'll
right?
talk a little more. We want to break down some of these looks.
Yeah, because there's some behind the scenes that you're going to share with us.
More to talk about.
Okay, so more on the blue carpet in just a moment.
Thank you, Deb.
Now with our pudding of the day, hit it, Will Reed.
What a night of basketball, guys. Wow. I want to talk about Aaron Gordon first of the Nuggets. He has been switched to jersey number 32 this year in honor of his older brother, Drew, who wore the number when he played. And Drew died in a tragic car accident a year ago this month. So Aaron's been playing with a heavy heart, but also with a purpose. He's been excellent these playoffs. Just 10 days ago, he had that wild buzzer beater dunk against the Clippers. And then last night, with just seconds remaining, that was the buzzer beater dunk. Seconds remaining against the Thunder here. This is what Aaron Gordon does. Bangs home the winning three against the #1 team in the NBA. The Nuggets hold on to win in the upset. You know it's a big night when Nikola Jokic's 42 points and 22 rebounds isn't the headline of the night.
That's true.
So that game was the nightcap, but the first game of the evening was just as wild. The New York Knicks in Boston against the defending champion Celtics. Boston a heavy favorite to win. For most of the game, they showed why. At one point in the second half, they were up 20. But the Knicks came roaring back. Mr. Clutch himself, Jalen Brunson, with a chance to win it at the end. He makes that one, but Later on, he had a chance to win, and he missed. And then here's Mikal Bridges with a dagger 3 in overtime. And then at the end, he rips it away from Jaylen Brown on the final chance of the game. The Celtics need to put this up to tie. But there's Mikal Bridges. The Knicks win 2 upsets on the road. The playoffs, we're dialed.
Not how you start, it's how you finish,
yes,
right?
It is.
All right. Thank you, Will. We'll be right back.
Good morning, America. It's 8 a.m. New details of the system-wide outage at one of the nation's busiest airports. Air traffic controllers lose contact with their flights in and out of Newark for as long as 90 seconds.
I just got told that the approach lost all their radar.
This morning, when travelers could see relief from the massive delays.
Murder Has Two Faces, a look at the docuseries shining a light on the cases that don't make national headlines.
The cases were so similar in nature and yet were worlds apart.
Why the death of pregnant 24-year-old Evelyn Hernandez got little attention while we still talk about the murder of Laci Peterson.
A show-stopping night at the Met Gala. Zendaya, Pharrell, and Diana Ross. Plus the big reveal overnight, Rihanna with baby number 3 on the way.
It's gonna be a good day.
And the mother of renovations, Joanna Gaines, is talking about her new project.
I love tackling these smaller projects.
And what moms want most this Mother's Day. As she says,
Good morning, America.
Live from Times Square, it's Tuesday. Good morning, America.
And we all hope your Tuesday's off to a good start. Good morning, America. And Robin, it's Mother's Day week, and you're sharing something very special this morning.
I really am, George. You know, I was with my brother Butch and my sister Sally Ann. They have written a children's book. It's inspired by our dear mom. It's called Lucy Sings on Lucy Street, and it's about how music was such a force, that's Mama, such a force in my mom's life. Joyful, also healing during hard times. So I sat down with my 3 siblings at our family home there in Mississippi to talk about it. Going to share that conversation with you coming up. And I revert to being the little baby sister. I shrink when I'm with my siblings. Even with the film crew Absolutely.
But what a beautiful way to celebrate your mom.
Thank
Looking
you.
forward to that conversation. We have a lot to cover this morning. Also ahead here, the Real ID deadline just hours away, how to get one, and what to do if you want to travel and you don't have one just yet.
First, look at the top stories breaking today. We start with new details about the incident that started the travel chaos in Newark Airport. The air traffic control system went down for as long as 90 seconds. Controllers lost contact with planes in the air. I want to go back to Matt Rivers at Newark Airport. Good morning, Matt.
Yeah, good morning, George. A ground delay already in place this morning here at Newark Liberty Airport through midnight. Planes delayed nearly 3 hours and counting as we're getting some very concerning new details. ABC News learning air traffic controllers lost radar and communications with planes packed with passengers for 60 to 90 seconds last week. A system-wide outage blacking out their screens, cutting out their ability to see, hear, or even communicate with planes in the air. The union representing the controllers releasing a statement saying, quote, controllers took time off afterwards due to a traumatic event as allowed by federal law. And that is primarily what's led to this travel nightmare. Massive delays and cancellations for more than a week now, and it could be weeks more before it gets better. Those controllers can take up to 45 days off, and right now you sort of have a perfect storm because when you combine this shortage with ongoing runway construction and bad weather, Robin, it all adds up to another long day ahead here at Newark Airport. Robin.
A lot of concerns. You're right about that, Matt. Thank you. Now to electing a new pope. The conclave officially begins tomorrow behind the closed doors of the Sistine Chapel. Let's go back to our senior national correspondent, Terry Moran, there in Vatican City. Good morning again, Terry.
Good morning, Robin. All of the 133 voting cardinals have arrived, but even before they got here, for more than a week, they've been holding meetings to discuss the issues of the church future and other issues as well. Today, for example, they issued a statement calling for peace in Ukraine, in the Middle East, and other places. But the cardinals have also been sizing each other up in these meetings, looking to see which one among them might become the next pope. And tomorrow, all of the voting cardinals will be sequestered inside the Vatican. They'll have to surrender their cell phones. They'll have no access to TV or the internet or any communication or message of any kind. And they are sworn to secrecy, as are all the staff and attendants, the cooks and the cleaners and the like, on pain of excommunication should they break that oath. And then starting tomorrow, they will vote. And they will keep voting until one of their brother cardinals gets 2/3 of the votes, 89 votes, and becomes the Holy Father. Guys?
All right, Terry, we know you'll be there covering it all. Thanks so much. We turn now to that Real ID deadline and the rules taking effect in less than 24 hours. Andrew Dimbert joins us now with what you need to know. Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. The deadline is here starting tomorrow. If you don't have a Real ID, you might have a real problem traveling. Here's what you need to know. If you're flying domestically, you will need a Real ID compliant driver's license. If you do not have a Real ID compliant driver's license, you'll need a passport to fly within the U.S., though passport books or cards are still acceptable. You'll also need a Real ID to access some federal facilities. To obtain a Real ID, you'll need to visit your state's DMV, prove your identity via a birth certificate or passport, provide Social Security documentation, 2 proofs of address, and proof of lawful status in the U.S. Now, in the days and weeks leading up to tomorrow's May 7th deadline, we've seen long lines and difficulties securing Real ID appointments, with scalpers even allegedly hoarding and selling appointments down in Miami-Dade. So renewing passports might actually be a faster alternative. Many applicants, myself included, received renewed passports sooner than the estimated wait times for Real IDs. You can renew your passport entirely online. Mine took less than 10 days, wire to wire, no appointment needed. Act fast, though, because the deadline to have a Real ID, again, is tomorrow, guys.
Okay, we've been talking about this a long time, Andrew, but it's on. Okay, yeah, all right. Thank you for that tip about going on.
You have to try that. That's going to work, because Nicole, my producer, has been checking. There are no appointments at all in New York City, Westchester, anywhere close by.
And New Jersey as well. None right now. Coming up, our GMA Morning Menu. Got a sneak peek at a new true crime series that I'm hosting. It's called Murder Has Two Faces, about the cases and victims we hear about and those we don't, and why.
Also ahead, we have more from the Met Gala, including how the stars and Deborah Roberts got ready for fashion's biggest night.
Plus, Joanna Gaines tells us about how to master a mini renovation just in time for spring. And Lara, you're with Tori Johnson and some special guests.
I am, Whit, and you know, these women, Tori included, balance their businesses with motherhood, and they're bringing us amazing deals and steals from their companies at great prices so that you can give wonderful Mother's Day gifts. It's all coming up. And to yourself. Okay, stop telling on me. Coming up on GMA.
Got the Tuesday feels here in New York City. We're back now with our GMA cover story and a new true crime docuseries I'm very proud of. It's called Murder Has Two Faces. It shines a light on some lesser known cases that were overshadowed in the media by more notorious ones, and looks at why that is. For example, Evelyn Hernandez, whose murder had striking similarities to another very high profile one. Here's an excerpt from that episode. When you see San Francisco Bay, what comes to mind for you?
I think of San Francisco as home. It's the first place that I belonged, but it has a dark side to it. This is where I've lost my best friend.
Yeah.
24-year-old Evelyn Hernandez of San Francisco was 8 months pregnant when she vanished along with her 5-year-old son, Alex.
Even in her own city, Evelyn's case received hardly any publicity, and yet within months, on this side of the bay, in the same body of water, another young pregnant woman disappears. It was one of the most high-profile cases of my career, the search for Laci and Connor Peterson. Both Laci and Evelyn, their remains were found in the same advanced state of decomposition. The cases were so similar in nature and yet were worlds apart.
When you say the name Evelyn Hernandez, very few people remember the case. When you say Laci Peterson, it's a name that everybody knows.
I wanted to believe that if they solve Laci's case, we will know what happened to Evelyn and what happened to Alex and her baby boy as well. But there were no answers.
Laci Peterson was found here. Evelyn was found here. Both stories should be known.
It's important to me because Evelyn didn't have anyone fighting for her. She fought really hard to give Alex and the baby a better life.
It's not just Evelyn's story, it's the boys.
Yeah. We want to know what happened to the boys. If they are alive, we want them home.
This is a true crime docuseries, and my ABC News unit, teamed up with Lisa Cortez, who was a renowned filmmaker, director, producer. There are no reenactments. We're able to find actual footage. We also had 2 other strikingly similar cases that were high profile and those that were not. And these families, they deserve their stories to be told. And you can see them on Murder Has Two Faces. It's streaming now on Hulu.
Boy, you said it's strikingly similar. It's amazing.
Oh, eerily so.
Yeah.
Eerily so. And it's still
unsolved.
They're still unsolved. Wow. And so people can...
So glad you're shining a light.
Well, thank you for that.
Met Gala, in the spirit of the evening, Deborah Roberts is back after a wardrobe change.
We'll talk more about it in just a second. You know, it's the Met Gala the day after. What's right, George? Well, what struck me after a few hours on that carpet was that the guests at this year's Met Gala seemed so much more intentional than, say, in years past. Less party attire, more Sunday best. A throwback to old Black America when the art of dressing signified strength and resilience.
This morning, Vogue giving a glimpse into the final fittings for a few of the Met Gala's best dressed.
Voila!
Doja Cat's structural bodysuit showcasing dandyism in her own way.
Adding in a pinstripe, a little zazz to it, instead of doing it printed onto the clothing or however they do it. It's a little sparkle.
Gala co-chair A$AP Rocky wearing his own design inspired by the Marmot jacket, a fixture of Harlem style.
I just want to bring back that feeling of, elegance, Harlem elegance.
Pharrell on the left.
It took 980 hours and 100,000 pearls to craft co-chair Pharrell Williams' double-breasted suit jacket.
The craftsmanship is really about the details, the dandyism.
Teyana Taylor working for 6 months with Oscar-winning designer Ruthie Carter to create her show-stopping pinstripe suit.
Who are you paying homage to?
Oh my God, a little bit of everything. Our culture, most importantly, you know what I'm saying? Like, we are the original tailored super fine.
But when it came to my look for Met Monday, I knew just the man for the job.
Hey there!
How are you?
My friend, designer Mark Ingram.
I think if we keep on the menswear theme, but we do a feminine version of it.
I like that. He first sketched up 3 custom looks, playing with the line between feminine and masculine. And in a week, those sketches coming right off the page.
We decided which one we're going to do. Trousers and this one.
Then the final fitting.
Yeah, this is what happens at the last minute, huh?
Yeah, we don't know.
Little nips, little tucks.
All leading up to the reveal.
All right, I am ready. Let's go to the Met Gala, shall we? Mark, you're too kind. Mark tossed in that hat and said, you have to wear the hat.
He was right.
What an exciting moment after working with him on this outfit for a few weeks. And it was a birthday tribute to him yesterday. It was his birthday, so he gave me a nod to feminine and masculine energy in every little detail. Guys, he even included a little pocket in the back of my pants for my microphone battery pack.
Oh, wow. That's
That
such
is
a treat.
amazing.
Talk about detail.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was like Sunday best.
It really was Sunday best. And even this scarf, for instance, a designer by the name of Portia Blunt, it's her tribute to Andre Leon Talley. Because everybody had the capes in honor of the late Andre Leon Talley.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, you were stunning and love to see the process too, the drawings and come alive in the big reveal.
Now I'll just go and close my eyes, maybe a little later today.
That day for
Finally.
sure. Thank you,
So much
Deborah.
fun. Thank
Really
you, guys.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right, doing a turn now to Joanna Gaines, the mother of a home renovation empire, now working her magic on a smaller scale. GMA lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamotto went to Waco, Texas to learn all about her new Mini Rennie show. Lori, good morning.
Good morning, Whit. Joanna gave us a behind-the-scenes look at the big inspirations that brought her tiny designs to life.
I love the garden because it's tucked away in the corner, so it feels quiet and magical. But once you go out there, that's where the fun starts happening.
Waco, Texas, home to one of television's most successful interior designers and businesswomen, Joanna Gaines.
Are y'all ready to see your fixer-upper?
Together with her husband, Chip, the power couple has created a home reno empire.
Super functional in here, interactive, and just really sweet.
Now, Joe's next project, Mini Rennie, is tackling mini renovations in a big way.
You're so known for doing these large-scale, huge renovations. What really set Mini Rennie apart for you?
I think for me, I've heard a lot of people that are like empty nesters. Like I have all these rooms and I don't know what to do with them. And I love this idea of reimagining your spaces. It's about your story is always changing. So how do you invest in your space?
One source of inspiration, the garden.
So I like to call the farm like my test garden, where I'm testing out blooms and flowers. And then if I really love it, then the team will plant the same variation here that season that's following.
Joanna says nature is one of her greatest teachers. She loves to bring the outdoors in.
I feel like what the garden is telling me, it's giving me permission to, play with color, to add those different layers of texture.
These vibrant, fresh scents of spring are showcased in the herbarium, a Mini Rennie you'll see this season. We got a sneak peek.
Wow.
So this is like the little workshop area. This was originally just a white shed that we moved to the property. This used to have like all of our inventory in it.
Tell me more about how you turned this from a little white shed into this beautiful, magical workshop.
Yeah, I think what I love about this space is it shows people it doesn't have to be perfect. I left the plywood because I didn't want to spend the money on the drywall. So you see this is painted plywood. And then I just added this little bit of trim to bring a little dimension to it to just make it feel a little more refined.
Joanna's tip, start at the micro level.
The first thing I always like to do is ask my client, what are their 3 words? Because for me, it's if I can take those 3 words, then I can really start to hone in on color choices, texture, style.
Another tip, mood boards can help focus your vision and take away the fear factor.
What have you learned, and can you tell people that it doesn't have to be scary?
Yeah, I always say, if this is your first time doing this, start small, whether that be your powder bath or your entryway, just to start getting, that confidence.
And for a great way to spruce up your space, flower pressing.
So what's funny is in life, I'm a minimalist, but with this, I'm a maximalist.
Oh, okay.
I have the bouquet, I have your maximalist bouquet, and you have your minimalist. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
That is so
loved
pretty.
Doing this.
And with Mother's Day this weekend,
you're going to teach me how to arrange some flowers?
What a fun morning. I'm like, we should do this every morning. Sorry, I'm going to make a mess.
And if a garden isn't accessible to you, Joanna says, go to your local grocery store.
And it looks like I saw you cutting a little bit. So you do want these varying heights, right? Okay.
I like to think about how it's growing in the garden. And again, I don't want everything to be the same height.
With Mother's Day coming, I mean, I feel like everything can get really expensive. This feels like a way to gift your mom, to make an arrangement that's from your heart, not super expensive, right?
I think that it's the sweetest thing, especially for me. I've got 5 kiddos. To me, my favorite gift is whether it's just a stem or a bouquet of flowers or a note. It's something that simple that I think goes a long way. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
And you can press your own flowers and shop for these items here by clicking the QR code on your screen. Coming up on GMA3, we'll show you how to turn your pressed flowers into bookmarks, frames, necklaces, and more. Mini Rennie series premiere is May 14th on Magnolia Network and Max.
I love these. I know your husband, too. Did he make these as well, Nick?
He wishes.
Yeah, of course. Not really. All right, let's get a check of pop news here with Lara.
Love a Mini Rennie. All right, thank you, guys. We're going to begin pop news this morning with the Met Gala. Earlier in the show, Deb brought us all of the looks from fashion's biggest night. She took us behind the scenes to see what it takes to get red carpet ready. But what if you're dressing for 2? Rihanna closing out the red carpet, proving good things come to those who wait. She used the moment to share some great news by showing the world she is pregnant. Rihanna's personal photographer shared this photo before she changed into her Met Gala look. She also showed off that baby bump at the gala after parties. This is baby number 3 with partner A$AP Rocky, who was, by the way, one of the co-chairs of this year's event. And this is not the first time Riri has used a big moment to let the world know she's pregnant. 2023, you might remember, she surprised us all with that baby bump during the halftime show at the Super Bowl. What a moment. And she is not slowing down. Entertainment Tonight asked Rihanna if her pregnancy might delay her upcoming 9th studio album. She told them it might delay a couple of videos, but she said, quote, I can still sing. Yes, you can. I can hear her saying it. Congratulations to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Also this morning, Benson Boone has a big announcement. The American Heart Tour, named after his upcoming album, is coming to a city near you. Boone will be hitting Chicago, Toronto, Philly, New York, LA, Nashville, and Seattle, just to name a few. Last month, he gave fans a little preview of what to expect with an epic show at Coachella. People are still talking about his Freddie Mercury tribute. He is really so talented. And he just shared a little snippet of his new single called La Mama Song. Take a listen.
Take me down your old street. Tell me your memories of when you were young and where you fell in love.
Okay, I just got chills. Benson posted some of the music video to Instagram. It features, as you can see there, home videos of his mama right in time for Mother's Day. His new album drops June 20th, and the American Heart Tour kicks off in August in St. Paul, Minnesota. Pre-sale goes on sale Thursday. Tickets go on sale Friday. Count me in.
My daughters are going to be pestering me to get those tickets.
Yeah, well, we are begging him to come to
GMA.
GMA. I'm just using this right here, right now to ask you. Finally, very quick, congratulations to college graduate Derek Jeter. 32 years after dropping out of college, our friend, the former Yankee shortstop, finally has a degree. He enrolled at the University of Michigan back in 1992. They just gave him a degree. I believe it's an honorary law degree, and he spoke at their commencement. He told everybody, find something that you're in love with and go for it. And that, everyone, is Pop News. We'll be right back on GMA.
Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
A little bit of a foggy Tuesday morning, but we are back, and Mother's Day right around the corner. Two of my siblings are coming out with a new children's book honoring our mother. It is called Lucy Sings on Lucy Street.
Look at that cover.
And she really did grow up on Lucy Street in Akron,
so
Ohio. I went home recently to Mississippi to reflect with my sisters and brother on our mother's life and her legacy.
Oh, that's it, that's it.
Here inside our childhood home in Pasquosham, Mississippi, love, laughter, and the legacy of our beloved mother, Lucy Marion Tolliver Roberts.
We've been in this house for years, and it's always been music wherever Mother was.
Yes.
Always.
Always music.
Two things we found all the time, music and the church.
It was the 3 Ds with Mama, about discipline. Determination. Did you ever know a more determined person in your life? And that 3rd D, the Lord. The Lord. Those 3 Ds. With my siblings, we are all one chord when it comes down to Mama's undeniable faith and wisdom. I remember when I was going through my health battle, she says, make your mess your message. Is there something that Mom would say that was a favorite of yours?
When you strut, you stumble.
And that's very true.
If ifs and ands were pots and pans, there'd be no need for scrubbing.
What does that mean? I'm so glad to hear you say that because I don't understand it. She used to say that. I'm like, what does that mean?
But Mom had a wisdom and a joy of life that just motivated all of us. I just look at our lives today. If it had not been for Lawrence and Lucy Marion Roberts and all that they represented to us, we would not have had the lives that we have today.
As a gifted musician, compassionate leader, and enthusiastic educator, Mama was the first in her family to attend and graduate college. Because we often talk about Daddy being a Tuskegee Airman and very proud of him, but for Mom to be on the State Board of Education in Mississippi, of which she became the chair, isn't it important that we recognize her accomplishments as we did Daddy's?
I think so.
I mean, education was such a big part of her life. But again, her parents, her grandparents, none of them had an education beyond high school. And so she was the first in the family to do that, and she passed along that idea right from the beginning that you're going to go to school, you're going to learn something, you're going to be somebody in life.
It's always wonderful when you have earth angels, these people that cross your path and help you on your journey. And for Mama, that was Wilma Schnegg, who helped her, planted a seed, got her to college.
If it were not for people recognizing something in someone, then Mom's story would not have been the story that it is. The college path was for very few at that time.
And do you know Wilma Schnegg went to the high school before Mom started? Mom said she told the principal, Lucy Marion Tolliver is going to be coming to the school. She is not taking general education courses. She's taking college prep courses because she's going to college.
My older brother Lawrence, we call him Butch, and sister Sally Ann, honoring our mom in their new children's book, Lucy Sings on Lucy Street.
What I'm hoping is that people will read this as a family, and they will learn so much through our mother Lucy's story.
Well, can I ask you something, Butch? You have 3 little sisters. You know, you're the oldest. How did Mom help you grow to be the man that you are?
Mom was always encouraging. She never had a negative word about anybody. Any idea I thought of, she would be supportive of. So one thing about her was she just did anything is possible. And if I played basketball, you would have thought I was Michael Jordan.
Meanwhile, my sister Dorothy, keeping the family's legacy alive with her storefronts, Robin's Nest and Robert's Place Cafe.
At the cafe, I have a mama's room and a daddy's room, and people love to go in. She was so gracious, and the memories that people have of her are just so profound. And I remember also when I was a kid, and Mom sang, you remember how she would sing, I love you. Vacuuming, she'd sing, cleaning the dishes. And I remember thinking, well, if our mother can sing, I must be able to sing. And it was just as simple as that. This little light of mine.
This Little Light of Mine, a song our great-grandfather encouraged our mother to sing. And now that tradition still hits the right note.
Hallelujah.
What is it about that song that resonates with you?
It's saying that I have a light. I don't have to look for the light. I have a light. No matter who you are, no matter what your abilities or lack thereof may be, you are a light, you are alive.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
You know, with family, we may not have it all together, but together we have it all.
Exactly.
And that's how it is with my siblings.
Family.
Oh my gosh, I'm so blessed, and this is what my mom and dad wanted when they left us. But I remember asking my mom, I said, Mama, you know, your kids have done, you know, fairly well in life, and I'm not talking about, you know, our careers, but just how we've had good people around us. And I said, what's been the key to that? And I thought she'd go like, your father, higher education.
Yeah.
You know what she said? We taught you kids good manners. Good manners. And that was something she was saying, that, you know, everybody is capable of that. It's not about money. It's not about where your family is from.
It's a great foundational building block, and you all certainly have that and so much more. What a wonderful...
Love seeing you all sing
this
together,
little light of mine.
No, Dorothy has it. But I love the book, Lucy.
Yes, that's why I want to ask you, because you and I joke and sing a lot, but music, first of all, the book cover is precious. That's your little mama.
Yeah.
And her name is Lucy. She really did grow up on Lucy Street. And music is really enmeshed in the story. How enmeshed in it is it in your life?
Very much so. And the book is really based on a story. You know how your moms tell you a story? Well, there was a particular story my mom told us over and over and over again. But it was a beautiful story about how music impacted her and changed her life. And that's what the book is based upon. So next week, when it's out, I'll share more about that.
All right, good. I hope you will.
Yeah,
really great to see everybody.
I appreciate that.
By the way, she had the best catchphrases of all time, too. Still make your mess your message, all of that, strut, you stumble, all of that. Still working on the pots and pans.
I'm trying to figure that out.
That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Robin.
Now with a very special Deals and Steals in honor of Mother's Day. Tori Johnson is with us. She brought along some amazing small business owners, all who happen to be moms. I love this story.
I love this
too. And I want to get right to it because Kelly has created one of my favorite things.
It's such a fabulous bag. Every single thing from K. Carroll is about function, style, fabulous prices, including this new tote. I love this new tote.
Yes, I do
Oversized, reversible, lightweight.
Let me demonstrate to everybody.
Space.
So you say you want a yellow bag, huh?
And there it is.
There it
This bag goes everywhere with me. It goes on the plane, under the seat ahead of me, to the beach. It goes to tailgates. My daughter carries it home for her overnight bag from college. It comes in college colors, great for grad party gifts. This bag goes everywhere.
It's great.
This bag's gonna go to the flea market with Lara
Yes, it is.
because it expands.
It holds a lot of good stuff.
It holds, and it's so lightweight to start with,
Yep.
which makes it fabulous. And it's 55% off today. You get 2 bags in one for $26.50.
$26.50, guys. Thank you, Kelly. Happy Mother's Day, sweetie.
Something else we absolutely
love Amelia.
We love Amelia Rose. I think there's at least one day a week, if not more, that Robin is wearing her Amelia Rose earrings.
Yep.
This is a forever favorite. 14 years ago, I called you out of the blue and said I started this new thing called Deals and Steals, and you said I'm in, and you've been in ever since.
And you are in today, I
am in today, and my cushion cuts. Go ahead.
As a designer, nothing makes me happier than hearing that our earrings bring so much joy to those who wear them. I pour my heart into designing each pair to try to strike that perfect balance of vibrant color, like our pink amethyst and sky blue topaz dangles.
So good.
Eye-catching design like the pave settings in our Paris collection, and all-day comfort being so lightweight.
So great.
And I think that's what Robin would say, like check, check, check on all 3 of those. Like the big burst of color, super lightweight that you don't even know that you're wearing it.
I love these,
but
the duals.
proud. Everything is gorgeous. You cannot go wrong with a single style. I was looking through my collection last night and seeing all my vintage Amelia Rose. Today's the day. 7 different dazzling styles to choose from, all slash and half starting at $28.
Thank you for the deals.
Something else we love, Grace and Company, because you guys make all of the most gorgeous, elevated essentials for every day to help us with our self-care routine.
Yep.
Including the bestseller right there.
Yes, right here. These shower caps are 100% waterproof. They're adjustable. They block humidity and frizz to keep your hair completely dry.
Love that, and they're so cute.
Thank you. And as a mom of 4, life is busy.
Yeah.
So
we
this
don't want to
extends
blow
my
blowout.
Absolutely.
Gosh, forbid.
So this extends my blowouts between wash days.
So good.
And this is our silky satin pillowcase. This stays in place all night to protect your hair while you sleep. So from the shower to the bed, we've got you covered.
Got us covered. And you got us covered in the pocketbook too, because everything's slashed in half, starting at $14.
Thank you.
Tiffany's
Happy
hooked us
Mother's
up
Day.
there.
Congratulations on
Speaking of mamas, we got an 8-month pregnant mama right here who's helping us take our jewelry from dull and dirty to sparkling and shiny.
My shinery, like literally on Sunday, I have great sterling silver. It gets so dirty.
Absolutely.
And boom, it's shiny and great.
It was like going to the jeweler.
Yeah,
right?
I didn't even know you were coming in, so thank you.
This is our jewelry wash. So this is the first ever soap that's specially formulated to clean your jewelry while you wash your hands. So you don't have to take your rings off. You don't have to worry about them falling down the sink. This will get them professionally cleaned just by washing your hands. And then if you need a deeper clean, whether it's your bracelets or your watches, you use this brush. It's specifically designed.
It gets in the nooks and crannies.
Nooks and crannies.
Yep.
Gets all up in there. So these 2 are definitely a winner.
And an Oprah favorite, a GMA favorite, 50% off. They're going to be your favorite too.
Lara favorite.
Starting at $11.50. Lara.
Happy Mother's Day.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We got another Lara favorite. I would say an America favorite here with Gel Pro. For 20 years, Gel Pro's been saving our backs. You guys have sold more than 7 million of these mats, all manufactured in America.
Yes. So we made these mats because I would go to work all day standing on hard surfaces, and then when I come home and I'm cooking for my family, and I'm standing on hard tile. And my back, my legs, my feet were screaming.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever. These have like a little smushy, cushy.
Yeah,
and they're really cute.
So
you see Henry right here? Henry has been asking me since day one, why can't we put the entire studio in Gel Pro?
Smushy cushy.
I mean, Henry's like advocating for a studio of Gel Pro.
No, we're trying, and this is what it is.
This is the inside.
I don't know if you can see this shot, but it feels so much better on your feet after, and it really does help your back.
Your whole body.
So thank you for that.
And it won't go flat.
It won't go flat. We've got a big assortment of sizes and colors that you will find online, and you will save 50% and your back today.
Thank you, Lisa.
Finally, we've got skinny tees, the best tank ever. You've sold 2 million of these.
2 million of this
Linda,
style.
2 million, congratulations. Let's sell 2 million more.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's the tank that you wear anywhere. But also, let's show you a little supermodel step right here, because you're wearing this new 2-piece outfit that can also go anywhere.
Right. See
this
that.
is brand new. Brand new.
Do a little spin. Show everybody.
Okay, show
That's a great
everybody.
travel outfit.
Exactly. Travel outfit to a flea market, to a TV studio, anywhere.
That's right. Wash and wear, hang it up to dry, and
so
there it
soft
goes.
And like breathable.
We do it.
Love the tanks. And
Linda hooked us up because they stretch, but they don't stretch out. All 50% off, starting at $13.
Guys, thank you so much. Happy
Thank you,
Mother's Day
everybody.
to all of our
Yes,
mommies and to you. And to your mommies, we say check out these great deals. You can get them at our website, where you can also find bonus deals. Thank you, Tori. Thank you. We're gonna head over to Ginger.
Yes, we're outside, and Lara, let's talk about mornings and maybe setting the right tone for the day. My morning routine always starts with a moment of gratitude, some meditation, and for many others, well, I do it too, the routine includes coffee. This segment is sponsored by Starbucks, and Rachel is joining us just off a transatlantic cruise. That's right. Welcome to New York. But also tell me, when you get a bad cup of joe to start the day, what happens?
If that happened, it would totally ruin my day and ruin my productivity in the office.
Well, great news is we have a secret for a better day. I want you to try Starbucks Frappuccino Light Drink. So we've got one here.
Thank you very much.
Give us a little sip and let us know what you think.
That's really delicious. The vanilla taste definitely takes away the kick of the coffee.
And
so
you went with the vanilla.
Yes, that is my usual drink order in the morning, vanilla latte. So it's perfect.
Okay, so everyone else, should we do it? Should we make our day better and our morning better? Please enjoy. Everybody here is going to try a little bit as we tell you that there are 3 new flavors. We've got double chocolate gelato, sea salt caramel gelato, and creamy vanilla gelato, which Rachel would like. They've got that Frappuccino taste that so many people have grown to love through the years, yet they are only 100 calories. Kind of unbelievable, right? 100 calories? You guys trying it? Let's go. All right. Everybody's very happy. And now Rachel's got her caffeine to get her home. She's got to be at work tomorrow. We are revealing the GMA Book Club pick for May and our conversation with a first-time author.
We're back now with our GMA Book Club pick for May, and Eva Pilgrim spoke with the debut author. Back with that conversation, and quite a story too, Eva.
It's an incredible story. This book, more than a decade in the making, The Original Daughter, is being celebrated by some of the biggest authors of the moment. It's a book whose scope is as big as its heart.
When an unexpected sister shows up on her doorstep, Genevieve Yang's world is turned upside down, forever changing her life trajectory. In her dazzling debut, author Jemima Wei explores sisterhood and the ties that bind and break amidst the backdrop of a rapidly evolving Singapore.
Jen, she's the only child. She grows up very beloved. And Aaron is 1 year younger. She's 7 years old when she gets unceremoniously dropped into this new family. And the two girls very quickly try to figure out how they can tackle moving forward in the world together as collaborators, as plotters, as sisters, but also as rivals.
One of the things I thought was interesting is this idea of that very special and yet complicated dynamic between sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose to focus on that?
When I first started writing this novel, I wasn't thinking that hard about sisters. I was thinking about the dynamic of a returned or given away child. And that is really common in my part of the world, that children are swapped or given away. And I always thought to myself, what does that mean about chosen family? What does that mean about choosing to keep the people in your life over and over again every single day?
You're also from Singapore. How much of what's in this story comes from your own life?
I find it a great privilege to be able to immortalize the world that I know in print. I wanted to put in as much of the Singapore I know and love as possible before it gets lost to progress or lost to renovation. And so I had a lot of fun with it. I put in the business names of my friends' parents. I named the school after my husband. I was like, every single thing I love, I'm putting it in there.
The novel, already highly acclaimed, a labor of love that took more than a decade to publish.
I also have bad memories, so I would write it, be like, no, and then put it down for like a month and rest the book, and then pick it up, and then I read it and be like, oh, you did that? Because I totally forgot I wrote that.
What was your reaction when you heard you were a GMA Book Club pick?
Checking my phone first thing in the morning, I fell off the bed, and there's this huge bang, and everybody ran into the room like, what is happening?
Can you believe this is all happening for you finally?
No. But I'll believe it when people start buying lots and lots of books. So, you know, if you haven't ordered your copy, look at how beautiful it is. It comes with a cute little GMA sticker and it matches the rest of the book.
She was truly lovely. One review said, I did not simply read this book, I lived it.
Oh, wow.
The original daughter is available now wherever books are sold. And I was telling you guys, it's a really good read.
Yeah.
It's dense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of heavy topics in it.
But you said you couldn't put it down.
It was
and
very
that's why
good.
she's of the moment.
She is definitely
a great writer.
And she is living her moment.
Yeah,
for her.
good. Thank you for bringing that.
Appreciate it.
It's going to be so special on Friday.
Yes.
We always look forward to that. Have a wonderful day, everybody.